Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and according to at least one analyst, the XRP stars have aligned. And I will share with you that in recent time, whether it's, I don't know, just off the top of my head, certainly over the last week or two, but even if you go back to, I don't know, maybe even 6 to perhaps 8 weeks, somewhere around there, like, I haven't seen such a quantity of so many positive stories on potential price action of XRP. Like, and don't get me wrong, there's been some negative ones, and obviously I've been covering them on the channel for those of you that watch. Like, I'm not scared to talk about when analysts say negative things about XRP having to do with price or adoption or anything. This is not a hype channel. I just want to be as real as possible. But I certainly have this impression that there's a lot of positive sentiment out there. So here's the headline from this piece from the Daily Hodl. High-profile crypto trader says Ethereum, XRP, and 3 small cap altcoins set to break out after Bitcoin's big move. So we're going to be talking about price. I do want to be clear that I don't have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. Ever. Just to be super duper clear. So I'm just an enthusiastic member of the XRP community that likes talking about these types of topics because I'm just an enthusiast, that's it. And it's fun to make YouTube videos in conjunction with that. So that's it. I want to be super clear so that nobody gets the wrong idea about who or what I am or anything along those lines. If you would please delicately tap the like button, I'd appreciate the support, and consider subscribing if you've not yet done so. Because why the hell not? Take my free content, son. Top crypto strategist and trader Crypto Rand says a select number of altcoins, including Ethereum and XRP, are poised to ignite bullish breakouts. Let me go down to the XRP portion. Here we go. Looking at XRP, he thinks it's primed to go above resistance at 28 cents first, and then 33 cents. And he wrote, quote, XRP wants to join the party, bullish breakout. Join that party. XRP's on the way, my friends. And, it's not that it's just joining the party. It's more like what we're going to see, I suspect, at least if these chart analysts are correct, is you're going to see a tremendous rally, not just for XRP, but altcoins, and it's going to follow, ultimately, a rather bullish activity for Bitcoin. Now, in the short term, all of this, I get it. This is perfectly conceivable that even without Bitcoin going up parabolic, you're talking about XRP going up that 28, 33 cents. Okay, yeah, that's not weird. We've already seen that happen even in the bear market. Stuff like that, anyway. We've seen XRP go from 25 cents in the bear market to over 50 cents. That happened just... when did that happen? Was that definitely 2018? Yeah, I know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of when there's that buy the rumor, sell the news thing right before XRapid, now known as on-demand liquidity, went live. And the weeks leading up to that, XRP went from like 25 cents to literally over 50 cents. And it's like we've seen this even during the bear market. And actually we saw a similar jump in May of 2019, now that I'm thinking about it. So yeah, this stuff like this has happened. That's not the weird stuff. The interesting stuff, I believe personally, other than maybe a few outliers, I suspect that you're going to see Bitcoin ramp up, and then you're going to see the altcoins really take off. And again, so like, admittedly, I haven't really talked about this on the channel because it's an XRP-centric channel. I don't want to get too far off the rails here, but there have been outliers like, for instance, Chainlink, which during the bull run, I remember like November or December, whenever I bought it, it was like 20 or 30 cents. It was somewhere around there anyway. Ended up getting up to, I don't know if in the range of a few dollars or something like that before crashing back down. But it went nuts since then, within the last X number of months, whatever it's been. And it's ramped up to the point where at its high, it was like $19. And so I say that only to illustrate, yeah, there can be outliers where there was a coin find that didn't have that crazy performance, not to that degree during the last market cycle, but still, even in the bear market, ran up. Yeah, of course. And then there's coins like Urine Financial, a DeFi coin that went from like $3 to over 40,000. So you can find those examples. I'm just saying, by and large, altcoins are going to be behaving more or less the same. The ones that are going to go up, they're going to not move in tandem to like the minute, the second, the day, the week, the month, whatever. But they are going to follow Bitcoin. And so when this is all said and done, like say we have the hindsight of another decade's worth of chart history. Like, so imagine it's 10 years from now. If you zoom out on the entire history of all of this, I suspect that at least during that time period, during this next parabolic rally, if you just zoom out, it's going to look as though Bitcoin moved and then XRP just followed. Now, I don't know how long altcoins are going to stay coupled, so I hesitate to state that it will look like that for the duration of a 10-year chart from here onward. At some point, I think they're going to decouple. I just don't know when. And so it's a fun guessing game at this point, and I kind of like watching it and tracking all of this stuff here. Here's a tweet from Larkin Davis, who is rather popular in the world of crypto. I think this is the one I wanted to cover. Yeah, he's got quite a following too. 64,200 followers all up on the Twitters. And he wrote the following. Record run of daily closes above $10,000 continues for Bitcoin. Dare we whisper of Bitcoin never going under $10,000 again? Or will we just jinx it? Yeah. Well, I don't believe in jinxing, but that's silly superstition stuff. But I don't know. Eventually, you could see, if you say every day for the rest of your life, Bitcoin will never go under $10,000 again. Eventually, it could be true. Eventually, it could be true, right? But you just don't know at what point it is going to be the case. It's like I've been hearing for years. People say it for every cryptocurrency. XRP will never be below so and so again. I've been hearing it throughout the whole bear market. I don't know, but when it takes off, and eventually it will be true. Like, are we ever going to see, $100 Bitcoin ever again? Like, I don't even know the degree to which we're going to have more than just a train wreck, like more like some sort of crypto apocalypse in terms of this asset class has been deemed useless, or something, which is not going to happen. Like, I do not believe that for a second. I can't even imagine what would have to happen for something like that to occur. But it's all about just being a little bit patient here. And then there was this headline from CoinDesk. Bitcoin price closes above $13,000 for first time since January 2018, driven by a flurry of good news. And so this is interesting to me because, again, my position to this point, and it's pretty firm, is that Bitcoin will lead the market for this next market cycle. XRP follows, so I care about the price action of Bitcoin as a result. And I do hold Bitcoin as well. I'm just way more interested in XRP for a ton of reasons. I'm not going to talk about that too much in this video, but I like seeing this here. And so, and you haven't seen this in so long. Take a look at these facts. Bitcoin had last closed above $13,000 on January 15th, 2018. Guys, that's just weeks after its all-time high of nearly $20,000. Just weeks after, when it's like the bubble had popped, obviously. And that was the last time it closed above that. It's been years. I mean, think about it. This January will be 3 years since that happened. And here it just did. Look at the direction things are going. Maybe these chart analysts, with their notable optimism relative to what I've seen for most of the last 3 years, maybe they're onto something here. They all seem to more or less agree. And certainly on the macro trend here. But here we go. Yeah, so through late June and early July of 2019, Bitcoin briefly traded above $13,000, revisiting that price level on Wednesday through Friday, but still failing to close above it. So, does that mean something? Look, I'm not going to pretend to know whether or not it's going to crash back down, but my gosh, it's fascinating at the very bare minimum, definitely. And then there's this headline from News BTC. This metric shows Bitcoin is ultra bullish despite waning momentum. And in the short term, I have seen articles where they're talking about it's quote unquote waning or slowing down. But even the articles that cite that, they're like, but wait, there's more. Billy Mays here with another fantastic product. And so there's this little subheading here. This fundamental factor suggests Bitcoin is incredibly bullish. There is one fundamental factor that suggests Bitcoin is highly bullish despite the recent inflows of selling pressure. One analyst pointed to declining Bitcoin exchange balances, noting that this shows that retail investors and whales alike aren't interested in selling their Bitcoin at the current price levels. Well, how about that? See, facts like these are always interesting to me, as is the Fear and Greed Index, which I don't have pulled up for this video, and I probably should talk about it more because it's just fascinating. Like, just the general concept of when people are optimistic and bullish, that might be a time to sell. I mean, if you're like a short-term thinker, if you're a long-term thinker, it doesn't freaking matter. It's like, lock it up and then check it in like another 10 or 15 years or something or whatever. But then on the flip side, when people are fearful, historically, that seems to be a very good time to buy. This is also true with the stock market as well. But here's a quote here. Bitcoin's macro view remains bullish as the exchange Bitcoin balances continue to decline sharply since March. Whales are not yet selling, even at $13,000. There's also around 136k Bitcoin currently locked in WBTC/RenBTC. And so even the splishy splashy whales that like to get aquatic AF, my friends, they are just holding on tight. So we will see where all this is going here, but I'm optimistic. I have a blast tracking this stuff on a daily basis and just seeing where things are heading here. But again, like I always say, all good things in time. But that is it for this hot gem. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything, because of anything that I say or write, that would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!